Welcome back to another episode of Encounters with the Darkness, and I'm your host, Ashley Greathouse. Yeah, I know I don't really look that terrifying, but trust me, inside my head, there's some pretty messed up stuff. Don't judge a book by its cover, unless it's one of my covers, because I think I've done an amazing job with my books. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, they're pretty. Are the insides, like, as pretty as the outside? No, they're not. Maybe one day, maybe with Lily. Yeah, that one will be better. Okay, I'm learning things. I'm doing stuff, and I'm being proactive here. Yeah, but that's not all of this is not what this whole podcast / YouTube series is about. No, it's about encounters with darkness. Now, what does that mean? I classify darkness as paranormal. So encounters with the paranormal, I guess. I don't know. I don't really believe 100% in the supernatural. I want to. I really want to. I love it. I'm fascinated about it. Like, I just want to know more. But I don't believe. It seems like there's always a logical explanation. And it also feels like with a lot of ghost stories or encounters with darkness that they're very similar. And when there's similarities, it's not always a good thing. It's not always hardcore evidence that something is out there beyond the veil, life after death. I mean, we could really get into this, but we're not going to. What we are going to talk about is another haunted location in Indiana. This one is Story Inn. Now, what makes this place so gosh darn fascinating? Well, it's old. It was like built in 1851, or it was established, like the whole little like Story community was established in 1851 by Dr. George Story. And he had a wife. We'll get to that. We'll get to the wife. I don't know why I winked, but anyway, we'll get to her. Right now we're going to talk about Dr. George Story. All right, we talked about him. So really the whole Story Inn location doesn't get that mysterious or creepy until about 1989 when it got a new owner. And when this guy moved in, he heard a lot of rumors. So yeah, there was like stories floating around about Story. Isn't that funny? Probably not. But there was a lot of stories floating around about this place, and he was really skeptical. But then upon, really digging into the things of the inn and trying to turn it into a bed and breakfast, which it's always kind of been a bed and breakfast. But anyway, he found a little register book where people that stayed there could leave comments and, just kind of talk about their stay. I don't really know if anyone read those comments, because I feel like there would have been a lot more talk about these supernatural experiences at Story Inn. So I really feel like they just put that there as like a placebo effect. Like, yeah, tell us about your stay. We care. Because there was just rumors floating around. Like, it wasn't a big thing. I mean, ghost hunting, that's been around for a really long time. So why wasn't there more people talking about this location before 1989? Because that's when that's when it got its like little boom, its little supernatural boom. It's been investigated a handful of times, and a lot of people go there just for the experience, because there's this whole garden room that you can stay in, and it's lovely. I mean, it really, really is. It's a beautiful room. There's no TV. There's no distractions. It's like the perfect romantic getaway. It's just the two of you. Nothing else. You can't or she can't turn on the TV and just ignore you for the rest of the night. Can't plug in their video games. Am I right? Am I right? Am I the person that plays the video games? I'll never tell. But you get my point. It's a romantic place. There's not a lot of TV and electronical and modern stuff. Okay? Except for this little blue light that you can turn on. They say that this is a, I don't know, like a beacon for the blue lady to show up. That's right. That's where we're going to start talking about Dr. George Story's wife. She apparently is the blue lady. Now, does anyone know why we think that? I guess because the spirit that's been seen by people looks like the deceased wife. I don't even think that she died in a creepy way. I mean, this is just kind of where I say that there's so many similarities in these ghost stories. Why is there always a lady in a dress? Like, there's just got to be a lady in a dress haunting a place. Is that what it is? Now, people say that they see Dr. George Story roaming around the actual gardens outside all the time. So maybe it is the couple. Maybe they just didn't want to leave their home after they died. And they just happened to, like, only show their form and, like, how they used to look before death. I mean, that's what I would do. If I died old, I would for sure come back and look like this. Maybe not like this. Maybe in my 20s? No. Definitely like my 19. No. Okay, so I've never really had that peak age where I'm like, that's when I was rocking. Yeah, I've never reached that. Sad violin noises. Am I right? So yeah, you can go stay at Story. I mean, maybe not right now with like the coronavirus going on and whatnot, but once all of this just kind of smooths over, hopefully Story Inn will still be open and you can go and investigate for yourself. I mean, they love that kind of stuff. It's publicity, right? Yeah, I would. If my house was haunted, I would definitely rent it out. Make some profit off of those ghosts. Contribute. That's what I'm saying. Contribute. But yeah, that's this episode. Thanks for listening, for watching. I don't know. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. My book, Lily, I talked about earlier, it'll come out next month. I'm really nervous about it. Like, I've put my heart and soul into this one. I mean, I did with the other ones, I guess, a little bit too, but I really put my heart and soul into this one. In particular, I'm stressing out over it, and I didn't stress out so much with the other ones. So, yeah, just gonna plug myself a little bit, but also, one of my friends, that's right, I'm name dropping right now. His name is Liian Veris, and he writes poetry. And he's my friend. He released his new book today. Yay! I don't know what all that was, but yay, good job, Liian. This book, and I quote him loosely, it's just meant to exist. I mean, this is kind of, it's a big deal because as a writer, it's really hard to just kind of put yourself out there. It's scary, super scary. And he did that in a way that I've never seen anyone be brave enough to do. I mean, we're talking about poems that, you would write that you wouldn't let anyone read because you weren't quite sure about it. He's putting it all out there. He is walking you through the process of when he first started writing to when he became what he is now, which is a phenomenal poet. If you don't believe me, then you can just go and check out Ode to Be Human, because that book will set your emotions afire. I'm telling you. But yeah, go buy his book. Maybe go ahead and pre-order Lily. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be good. I think. Fingers crossed. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much for going and buying Liian's new book, Is Stranged. We appreciate it so much. And thanks for going ahead and adding Lily to the cart. And, just go ahead and treat yourself. Buy yourself a few more things. Get you some fuzzy slippers. I don't know what you want. But yeah, thanks for watching. I love you all. Wash your hands. Bye. Thank you so much for listening, watching, supporting me. I love you guys so much for that. But also, Lily comes out, it comes out in July. My bad. Sorry about that. Thanks. Love you all. Bye.